What's up, you guys? Superhero Reactor here, so get ready for part 2 of my reaction for The Amazing Spider-Man 2, Nostalgic Critic. So, part 2, here we go. We're halfway there. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Booyah!
So not only does Peter discover Gwen is moving away to England, and he becomes obsessed with finding out what happened to his parents again, while also looking for Uncle Ben's killer. Wait, no, still nothing. But Harry discovers he's dying of the same disease as his father. This dialogue just flows.
Yeah, right?
Not really, Pete. I'm dying. But I think you can help save my life.
He said that like he ran out of Fritos. I'm out. Pick some up. And I'm dying. But don't forget Fritos. I love Fritos. And I'm dying. But Fritos. And I'm dying. Harry says he thinks Spider-Man's blood can cure him as he can self-heal. Is that why he was getting cough medicine earlier?
You know him. What? You took his picture.
Oh, right, that's still a thing. They literally text us J. Jonah Jameson's cameo. I can't believe I forgot. Gwen discovers they're trying to keep Max's connection to Oscorp a secret and hides from security, trying to track her down.
This is the maintenance closet. This is the most cliched hiding place. This
sorry.
is the stupidest hiding place.
Take us to the Bahamas of hiding places.
I'm so glad I introduced you two. Peter provides a pretty funny diversion for Gwen to escape, and we see where they're keeping Max. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age! Actually, are you sure we're not in that movie right now?
I'm here to study, to understand what you are.
See, here's the thing. This whole German mad scientist torturing Dr. Nightcrawler Manhattan here, I'd be fine with in a Spider-Man movie. If the whole movie was like this. You want to go for the crazy Guillermo del Toro, Terry Gilliam thing? Have at it. But this doesn't match with this, doesn't match with this. And each one is bringing a full script's worth of content to the table. Even when a scene does take its time, you're so jolted by the fast pace of everything else, you can't get comfortable with it. Meaning, you're less likely to let a scene sit with you. Like this one, for example, when he's talking to Aunt May.
The truth is, your parents left you here on our doorstep. Your Uncle Ben and I.
Uncle who? Oh, yeah, I will find his killer, or not.
I was the one, me, who has to take nursing classes with 22-year-old kids so I can pay for you to go to college, and I don't know how to do this.
This emotional moment seems like a good time to work in that spy stuff again.
2 government men came to see us. The genetics research that your father was doing with Norman Osborn was very valuable.
See what I mean? These just don't go. It's like in Godfather if he was like, look how they massacred my boy. By the way, the secret government information that spies might be asking you about, don't ever let them find the microchip. My boy! Later, Spider-Man drops by Harry's home to talk about using his blood to cure him.
You talked to Peter?
Yep, I want to help you, Mr. Osborn. I really, really do.
Now, Harry has no idea that this is Peter, but honestly, how couldn't he? Everything from his voice to his demeanor to how he holds himself, you can practically see his face that always looks like he just read a mean tweet from a Maguire fan. What kind of geniuses are you two supposed to be?
Alright, how much? Name it. You want a boat? You want a plane?
A spider plane does sound cool.
Your blood can't make me die more. But it could do something worse.
Peter says he won't give Harry the blood because it'll either kill him or make him too powerful. This makes no fucking sense. Okay, here's my theory. There's a later scene where Peter finds out his father's blood is the key to making a lot of these experiments work. And his father did this because he found out Oscorp couldn't be trusted as they wanted to weaponize what he was working on. I think that scene was originally written to go before this scene. Because it would give Peter a reason not to trust Oscorp and the son of the man who wanted to weaponize his father's work. But with those scenes in the order that they are, he just looks like a dick. Does he not trust Harry? He hasn't done anything to not earn his trust. And even if he did grow powerful, just keep him on the right path like he was your best friend. Say, that reminds me, you're best friends, aren't you? You're gonna let your best friend die because of Honestly, a lot of solutions to minor problems? So much of the goodwill built up in these previous scenes is being obliterated over not just a stupid choice, but a cruel choice. As the film continues, the bad scenes start to erase the good scenes that came before it. As, looky here, another villain is introduced. Yeah, not enough to make it on the poster, but he's a villain. Apparently, this guy makes it look like Harry hid Max and fires him from his duties. But it's cool. Felicia Hardy, oh yeah, Black Cat is in this. Tells Harry about their secret lab below.
Right.
Hey, gotta justify her in this somehow for that spin-off movie that's never gonna happen.
Before they destroyed the spiders, they had the venom extracted.
Where is it?
Ain't she from
Somewhere
Row
in the
1?
building.
I know, because my father designed this building. Did you know a firecracker down the garbage chute will blow
knew
this
it.
place up? Peter also discovers a secret lab for himself. His father had an Oscorp location in an abandoned subway that I guess Oscorp just forgot about. Unless his dad put that all together, which look at that fucking thing, no. And he discovers, like I said before, that Oscorp wanted to weaponize his experiments. Destined to find a cure, Harry frees Electro, saying he needs him. He zaps the guards and electricities some shorts, joining Harry's side.
Remember me?
Weirdly, no. Electro puts together, let's be honest, a fucking weak-ass suit. You look like the Fantastic Four member they hide behind Think. And they force the new head of Oscorp to show him where the possible cure might be, while Electro goes to kill Spider-Man.
What is all this stuff? The future.
Well, we know that's not true. He takes the cure made from the venom of the Oscorp spiders. Oh, now I get how that was going to tie in. Very clever. But as predicted, it has some side effects, giving even less of a fuck about your performance being one of them. You're making me hammy. You wouldn't like me when I'm hammy.
That's funny.
Peter wastes the city's entire budget on bridge maintenance just to let Gwen know that despite her leaving, he still loves her. Spider-Man kidnapped that woman! He also lets her know that he's going to move to England with her. Boy, not much wind on those New York bridges, huh?
I'm just gonna follow you everywhere. I'm just gonna follow you the rest of my life.
Or, rest of your life would be more practical. I have an entire file of these jokes. Power goes out all over the city, but Peter and Gwen have an idea how to bring it back, while also stopping Electric Andros. Yeah, the rivalry has been so built up. What was his motivation again? Oh, and get this. Two planes are about to crash into each other if the power's not turned back on. But literally nobody in the movie knows this, so it adds no extra tension. None of the main characters are on there, and we know it's not gonna crash. It honestly feels like it was added at the last minute because the climax wasn't exciting enough. With that said, this climax isn't exciting enough. The CG is not particularly impressive, especially compared to earlier. The shots in action are pretty standard. And then, you know, this dumb shit.
Down came the goblin and took the spider out.
Of course, that's what I thought too.
But you never saw this coming.
Again, great Electro writing. What other great quips did he have? Die, Spider-Man, or I got you now, or die, Spider-Man? At this point, I think I would prefer you're the one who's out Gobby out of your mind. At least I'd remember it. Gwen shows up, Leary gives the audience's facial reaction, and the two of them finally defeat Electro. Oh, and the two planes were saved, because I know that was at the height of your worries.
See, that wasn't so bad. A little underwhelming and crowded, but it wasn't anything that bad. Oh no. No. Don't do this. Go back. Stay out of this movie. Oh, God.
Oh, God, indeed. Not since Mila Kunis as the Wicked Witch, Rosie O'Donnell as Betty Rubble, or Vince Vaughn as Norman Bates has a famous character ever looked so not right.
You were my friend, and you betrayed me!
Sometimes something can be so stupid it's funny. This is just so stupid it's stupid.
Look at me!
There's less than 20 minutes of the movie left, and another villain has been thrown into the mix. Arguably, Spider-Man's most famous villain, and he gets 1/9 of the movie to shine.
Oh no. This is bad.
This is very bad. Spider-Man fights Harry, slowly turning into Mr. Bean, but Gwen gets tossed and Spider-Man's web hand tries to catch her. As fans of the comic have deduced, and movie fans are tired of having hammered in, Spider-Man is unable to save her, and she dies.
Oh, please.
So, cool, they got one of the biggest deaths in comic book history finally on the big screen. So why does it feel so empty?
Yeah.
I don't want to see her go. I like seeing her and Peter interact. But somehow this just doesn't feel warranted. Why? A couple reasons. First off, in the comic, this happened over a long-building rivalry. When Joker killed Robin in, God, any version of Batman, it's not done by a villain who just popped up. It's done by one who's been established for some time. It's a rivalry burning and burning and burning, and this was the final explosion it amounted to. Not, by the way, I'm the Green Goblin, why? Second, aside from that sloppy speech in the intro, the movie doesn't really support this happening either. Take Star Trek II. What's it about? It's about getting older but holding on to your youth, sacrificing to stay alive but facing the inevitability of death. Some things you can escape, others you can't. All these themes are spread out throughout the movie, so it makes sense when a main character dies in it. What's Amazing Spider-Man 2 about? Parent spies, gliders that millionaires shouldn't know how to use, rhino people, Navi nightlights. It's too cluttered to be about anything. The only other way it could work is if they did it to be more realistic, like Godfather or Game of Thrones. You know, the shock value adds to the realism. And I don't think this is a series that rides that much on that anymore. The tragedy is this is the second time a Spider-Man movie has botched this scenario, which means we're never gonna see this done correctly on the big screen because everyone's just too familiar with it. So, one of the most famous comic book deaths in history is just gonna have to stay in comic book history. Because it's forever ruined anywhere else.
Yep.
Wow.
Yes, that's it! Squish him like a clump of wet Play-Doh!
Really, that's the best squishing analogy you could come up with in this scenario?
Oh God, this can't be happening.
Don't worry, it gets better.
Really?
No? Months go by as Peter is too scarred to fight crime and the masked figure from the ending of the first film. Oh shit, I forgot there's a masked figure at the end of the first film. You never find out who he is, it doesn't matter. Teams up with Harry and uses the weapons down below to form the Sinister 1.5.
I cut so I killed you. I destroyed you.
Giamatti did think he was playing Gru in this, right? This is all just another bizarre Minion spin-off?
Hold the fire!
It's real! I can barely survive!
You are much shorter than I remember!
I knew you'd come back.
Yeah, thanks for stepping up for me.
Looks like you got this, so I'll be taking off. He attacks the rhino, and the rest is to be finished off another never.
What? There's never another one?
Yeah.
Nope. Amazing Spider-Man 2 was not really that amazing in a lot of people's eyes. The film by no means bombed, but it didn't make the money it was hoping for. Because of this, all future spin-offs and sequels were scrapped, and Sony finally made a deal to share the character with Disney.
But this was supposed to be the big one. The trailblazer that launched 1 million universes.
You got Tom Hardy burping in Venom.
Oh.
Alright, so is this the worst Spider-Man movie? In my opinion, yes. Say what you want about 3, but it had themes and ideas, and it committed all the way to them, it just wasn't very good at doing it and got too crowded. This one also got too crowded, also wasn't good at conveying its ideas, but on top of that, it felt like a bad commercial for movies that didn't even exist yet. Ironically, it repeated a lot of the same mistakes as 3, except it didn't have that strange, unique voice to help it stand out. Because of this, we get a film that's not only crowded and confused, but also bland, forgettable, and at times, pretty boring. Does that make it one of the worst movies ever made? No. Honestly, I wouldn't even call it one of the worst comic book movies ever made. It has some cool action and good acting, but you always know where its loyalty lies, to franchising. You can franchise a series fine, but you have to be committed to a good story and ideas first. And those simply aren't in this one. It's too bad. I really like Garfield as Spider-Man and would like to have seen where the series would have gone if they had gotten more competent writers behind it. As well as a studio that focused more on getting one film right instead of the next 5. So, despite it giving some good scenes, Amazing Spider-Man 2 still remains, in my opinion, the worst Spider-Man movie ever made.
Oh God! Oh God!
Well done, Nostalgia Critic. You've ruined Spider-Man forever.
You mean the humanized version of the Amazing Spider-Man?
3 syllables. Right. Now to ruin other versions of Spider-Man. I wonder if I can cast Jared Leto in anything. So long, plebeians!
Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! This can't be happening! Oh God! It's all over! It's all over!
Oh, come on. It's not all over.
Yes, it is! Everything's gone to shit, and I'm never gonna get things back to normal. Nothing will ever be the same.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're right. This will be a painful hit for you, and it'll affect more than you're probably aware. In fact, chances are you won't come out of this the same as when you went in.
Are you trying to motivate me? Because you suck balls at it.
Well, I'm trying to be realistic.
Oh, good. That's just what I need now.
You do! Because the truth is, you've been through worse. I mean, your history is filled with huge wins and great losses, and every time it looked like you weren't going to make it, you found another avenue to thrive in. Sometimes you had to stay out of the public eye for a while, but like anything special, people never forgot you. And in time, you'll learn how to grow something special within your limitations. Occasionally, even more special. Whenever it looked like every pathway was closed off, you found a way to slither through and become stronger on the other end.
I played it.
So yeah, you're gonna be out of commission. It's not fair and it's gonna suck a lot.
Not bad.
But you always find a way to get through it. You always find the will to be strong and inspire other people to be strong in the process. No matter what avenue you need to take. And you know why?
Why?
Because you're fucking awesome.
I'm fucking awesome?
And you remind people how fucking awesome they are. And fucking awesome feeds off of fucking awesome until there's so much fucking awesome in the world we don't know what to do with it. So you're gonna give up? Or are you gonna continue to inspire that awesome?
I'm a perpetual awesome machine.
Damn right you are. You may be down and out for a bit, but nothing can take away your goddamn awesomeness.
Yeah.
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 We do know what we're really talking about, right?
Of course. We're talking about motherfucking Spider-Man.
Motherfucking Spider-Man.
Motherfucking Spider-Man.
So, what do we do now?
Ooh! I haven't finished up Punisher yet.
I never got into those Marvel shows.
What am I supposed to say to that?
Okie dokie. What's this? Is this something, I don't know yet? Alright, well, I'll check it out later. Anyway, yeah. It is the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. That's all I have to say. That was the best review I've ever seen. Not bad, Channel Awesome. Not bad, Nostalgia Critic. Not bad, Dog Walker. Especially Rob Walker, who helped out with this writing and stuff. But anyway, yeah. So, with now, Marvel Studios has now the right again for Spider-Man with Tom Holland and everything for the MCU. I hope they don't go back to the Sony. Okay. Anyway, yeah, that was it, guys. If you like my reaction, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to comment below. Tell me what you thought of Nostalgia Critic, The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I agree with everything. It was really bad. Really bad. Thought it was good when I saw the trailer. Ready to see this in theaters. When I saw it, but anyway, guys, that's it for me. This is Superhero Reactor saying I'll see you guys next time. And don't forget, give me a Superhero trailer now. React. What a night.